Hello, happy Tuesday. This is Darren Roberts, Master Trainer at Impact Training Corporation and the Abundance Accelerant. Welcome to the Tuesday Tickle and Tick, a late night version of the Tuesday Tickle and Tick, show number 14. Today I want to teach you the process of TOMETOO. The process of TOMETOO, which is how do we respond to positive and negative situations that surround us, and is there a consistency there? So what I find is that when we see or are surrounded by negative situations, the process of TOMETOO rings true. So for instance, if the house down the road is burgled one night, or if we're driving to work and we see a car crash into the back of a stationary car, or if we know someone or hear of someone that has been ripped off, in an investment property, or we know some people that have gotten the flu because it's winter, then we often fall into the trap of TOMETOO. Oh my goodness, that's going to happen to me too. Because it's happened to someone else, that's going to happen to me too. And I found back in the GFC, the global financial crisis, that the process of TOMETOO was really consistent. Businesses are struggling because of the global financial crisis. That's why I'm struggling as well, or I'm going to struggle as well. I even hear it right now in some business consults that I'm doing, given it's winter. It's winter, everyone's staying inside. Sales are going to be low, leads are going to be low. The business down the road is struggling because it's winter. I'm going to struggle as well because it's winter. That's the process of TOMETOO. However, in those times, the GFC, there were businesses that were thriving. There were individuals that were thriving. Right now in winter, there are businesses that are thriving. There are individuals that are thriving. So does the process of TOMETOO occur when there's positive situations around us, or just when there's negative? I found that the interesting part is the process of TOMETOO doesn't occur when there's positive things that surround us. When someone that we know is having great financial success, maybe they have found the love of their life and are completely in love. Maybe they win cross lotto or the lottery. Maybe they have some really strong relationships. They've had some great business success. Maybe they've achieved some fitness goals, or lost some weight, or run a 10K or a half marathon. Maybe they take holidays with their family regularly all around the world. Or maybe they have retired early and are living a life of abundance. What I've found is that the process of TOMETOO doesn't occur there. Instead, we think, wow, they must have had a lucky break. That's never going to happen to me. They must have had some inheritance. That's never going to happen to me. So I wonder why the process of TOMETOO rings true when there's negative situations in our world, but it doesn't ring true when there's positive situations in our world. We understand that what we think about affects the outcomes in our life. Many of you years ago would have seen The Secret. Now, I'm not talking about the mystery of visualizing checks in our mail. I'm talking about an action-oriented event. However, we do understand that what we think about creates the feelings that we have. What we think about creates the feelings that we have, whether what we think about is factual or not. So we can go to the movies and we can watch a movie which we know is not true, yet it changes the way we feel. We can be excited, we can be sad, we can be happy, we can be scared at a horror movie. We know it's fake, but it still changes the way that we feel. So our thoughts change the way that we feel. Clearly how we feel changes the actions that we do on a daily basis. If we're motivated and excited, our actions are positive and we have high productivity. If our feelings are sad and upset and depressed, we have low productivity, low actions. And as Darren Hardy's compound effect proves, that our regular daily actions has a positive influence or a negative influence on the outcomes of our life. So there is a distinct connection between what we think about and what we achieve, the outcomes we achieve in our life. In fact, as many of you know, I'm a cyclist and have been for most of my life. And just over the last couple of years, I remember one of my cycling mates bought a GoPro camera to record some of these cycling races and training. Now, while there was lots of positivity in some of those training rides, great views in the races, he was really had that GoPro to record crashes in races and to see who was at fault in those crashes, who cut who off. He also bought that in training to record incidents that happened with cars. So he could look back at it and say who was to blame, who cut who off, and obviously that gets some interest on YouTube and those sorts of things. So it was not conscious, but subconsciously, because he had that GoPro on his bike, he was subconsciously looking for negative things to occur as he was out racing and training. And what he found is that there was so much extra negative stuff that happened. More people cut him off, more people yelling at him as he was cycling along. There was more crashes in the races. He actually took his GoPro off and said, I'm not using it anymore, because somehow he was attracting more of that negativity into his mind. So the message of TOMETOO, the process of TOMETOO is choose your thoughts. In negative situations, in GFC, in winter, in negative situations, there are people that are excelling. So let's focus on the people that are excelling, that are doing well, that are doing the things that we'd like to do. And what do we need to learn from them? We know that if we're going to be in the top 5%, we can't act like the 95%. But the process of TOMETOO shows that in negative situations, we refer to the 95%. Oh, it's going to happen to me too. But why don't we do that to the top 5%? Great things happen to these people. If I do something similar, great things can happen to me as well. So my message today in the Tuesday Tickle and Tick is stand guard at your thoughts. Be careful of the thoughts that are entering your mind. Personally, I use some regular daily habits to control those thoughts. So if you're interested in finding out more, I can PM you about what I do, the actions that I do that I've learned from other people. So just write yes please in the comments below and I'm happy to share that with you. So the process of TOMETOO, we can change that, whether it's a positive situation and someone that's doing exceptional success and achieving the things that we want to achieve. Let's focus on that. Let's find a way to replicate that, because if it can happen to someone, then it can happen to you as well. If you want to live like the top 5%, we can't act like the 95%. You guys have a great night. We'll chat again next week for the Tuesday Tickle and Tick. Bye for now.